Borderlands 2. We're doing Sir Hammerlock's big game hunt. We're at the Hunter's Grotto doing the Volt symbols and other challenges. Double A Gamer for Life, Demented Priest. Okay, so as soon as you drop into the area after your cutscene, your first Volt symbol is right in this immediate area. Just on the other side of this container is the first Volt symbol, and like all of them, they're spread out all over the map. This video is going to take care of the first Volt symbols, or the Volt symbols first, and then we'll get into the challenges. So if all you're really concerned about is where the Volt symbols are, then the beginning part of this video will hook you up. And there's, I believe, we got 4 challenges out here. 3 challenges, I think. And that's a look at them. You collect the stool samples, and then we're going to get some fish. And then there's some of these electric traps all around the area. So we're going to get into all those in the later part of the video. And that's actually undiscovered, but when you find your first trap, it'll unlock. And so we're going to get to it. Okay, so we're up at the Hunter's Lodge here, and you can't really miss that. As soon as you head south from your spawn-in point, you head to it, and I believe you gotta pass this way to meet Sir Hammerlock. He's in a little area behind this Hunter's Lodge. He'll actually open it up for you because you can't get in there when the add-on first starts. So. But on the other side of the lodge is your second Volt symbol. Okay, now on the other side of the map, like where you spawned in from, if you went like underneath where you spawned in, there's like a cave that way that heads to the other area of the map. And if you go to the far side of the map, there's like a elevator that takes you down into this little cave area. One of the side quests will take you in here. There's also like one of these totem poles, I believe, that you have to put iridium in to get the big boss to spawn at the end. But anyway, down in here, I think on the center part of the rocks is where the Volt symbol is. On your way out of this area, that Volt symbol will be there. Okay, that's the third symbol. There it is. Right before the elevator takes you back up. Look on the map. Like I said, this is on the back part of the map where you would first spawn in from. When you go down the ladder, there's a cave that goes to this back side. So okay, now when this is actually on the top part of the map. As you see, you take that little part in there, it takes you to the elevator that takes you to the upper level. When you run around the map, you'll notice that there's buildings and an area up top, and this is how you get up there. But before you enter that area right here by the doorway on the back side of this post, or whatever you want to call it, is your fourth symbol. And that's going to take care of all the Volt symbols in the Hunter's Grotto. Okay. As you see, that was actually the last thing we did, but now we're going to get into the other challenges. Okay, so when you first start off, when you first spawn in, you jump down into the big area here, off to the left just a little bit. You'll see that broken bridgeway or whatever above you. It's just off to the left side a little bit. And wherever you see the chair and the fishing pole, that's the area where you got to collect some fish at. There's a look on the map. And throw a grenade out there and you get 3 to 4 fish.
Grenade out!
There we go. Little Crocodile Dundee style fishing right here. I believe the 3 fish is all we find in this particular area at this time. Okay, now the other 2 spots are kind of spread out. Again, when you see the fishing pole in the water, then you know you got the area where you can get some fish. Okay, now this is like in the same area. When you first spawn, you go behind the hunter's lodge. You just keep going all the way to the back edge of that particular side of the map. You'll see it. There's the lodge off to the left, and there we are. We still haven't unlocked all the area. When you keep circling around, it takes you to another area where you'll find one of the hunting traps, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So that's our second fishing spot. Now on the other side of the map, where the 3rd volt symbol was, in this particular area, you see the other fishing pole, but it's kind of in a danger spot there, so gonna have to be quick about getting your fish here. So throw your grenade down there, and just be quick about getting out there, picking up the fish before the tower takes you out. I don't know why they had to do it like that, but
warning, you are now entering a restricted area. Warning, this is your last warning. Warning, return to a safe zone. This is not a safe zone.
That's that.
okay, so that takes care of the 10 fish.
Warning.
And again, this is on the, I guess you call it the northern side of the map. Like after you first spawn into this area, if you go down the ladder and you go through the tunnel to the back side of the map. Like I say, there we are. Off to the right is that little cave that you have to take the elevator where the 3rd volt symbol was. So, okay. Basically this same area where you just saw off to the right there, that's where we first spawn in. You take the little cave to this back area, is where you're going to find all these stool samples, and they're all basically in this little area. Okay, it's where you're going to find these creatures, and basically they don't look like the normal pile droppings. You see, it just you come up, you can't shoot it or anything like that. You just walk up to it and it says collect it. But they're all in this area, so it's not like a super hard challenge. Kind of like these mutated stalkers. Okay, that's one of those traps. We're going to be getting to those in just a minute. Get one more sample to collect, and that's going to take care of this challenge. Okay, so right where we had the stool samples is going to be one of our traps. So while you're right there, you might as well go ahead and get your first trap in. So basically, you activate it, it puts you in this little shield dome, and then you have to destroy it. So once you're in there, you can't get out, but you smash it, you take a little damage, and move on. Okay, now this one is like actually on the far side of the map. On the like if you go behind the Hunter's Grotto Lodge, and you went all the way around to the back edge. These next ones a little bit out of sequence. There's some before this, getting up to this area, but basically you'll get the gist of it. As you see, that was like one of the first things we found, but then right after you come down, after your spawn spot in front of the lodge, right in the main area before it, where the big totem pole is that you light all the torches for, we actually didn't quite get this, and we actually did it way out of sequence. Not relating to these traps, but we found the totem poles. We went, we lit them all up, and we started this ridiculous boss battle with the big invincible drifter creature, whatever. But I don't know what the hell we were thinking. We figured we were going to get some kind of treasure or something, and it is a pretty crazy boss battle too. But it's not just a boss battle either. Okay, our next trap is where you first meet Sir Hammerlock down in this little area behind the lodge, or you take the walkway down. But anyway, there's several witch hunters and regular enemies that you have to fight through in order for the big guy to spawn up. And you will literally almost run out of ammo just dealing with all them. And then the big guy will show up and you have to deal with him. Okay, off to the right side of the beginning part of the map, it would be to the right of the lodge, so to speak. Is our next and last trap. A good look on the map where we're at. And that's going to wrap up all the challenges for this area. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.